Welcome to part 2 of our story. A group of us attended the PLC conference in the spring of 2017. We came back and began to talk about our concerns regarding the culture and climate at our school. Our top administration was moving us in the direction of PLCs, and although many of us were ready to move forward, others were not. We spoke to our principal about giving the school culture survey to our elementary staff. He agreed that we could give it to the teachers and then discuss the results at a staff meeting. We gave a hard copy to each teacher and asked them to complete it anonymously and put it in an envelope that our secretary had at her desk. Once the surveys were turned in, I scored them and determined our strengths and weaknesses. Then at our faculty meeting, our principal got up and took care of some housekeeping items, showed a Gary Brooks video, and then told the staff that I would go over the results with them. A few teachers did not complete the survey, and during a follow-up discussion after the meeting, some of us felt that people were not answering truthfully, but of course this was only our impression. Basically, the subculture of vocal veteran teachers who have been opposed to any type of change voiced opposition throughout the presentation. They felt that their credibility and proficiency as teachers was being questioned, that they were not appreciated for the work they did, and that this would just be one more thing for them to add to their already very full plate. The other subculture of teachers tried to make valid statements about the positive consequences that could come out of their proposed changes and about the need to be honest in our discussion. But the other teachers were not hearing anything we said. Our principal did not step in to assist in addressing the issues being discussed. This was an epic fail. If you are going to attempt this activity, it is imperative to have the support and guidance of your administrator. It is important to make sure that staff feel that their surveys are anonymous, and it is critical to have guidelines in place for the discussion process. Now we have an administrator who is very knowledgeable about PLCs, and that process is in place and being implemented with fidelity. Now our BLT understands how we can shape the culture and climate of our school. Now we have an administrator who is not afraid to have difficult conversations and is adept at guiding us through those discussions. Now we engage in collaboration, and we have goals that we are working toward on a daily basis. Now the entire atmosphere is lighter, and it feels like a weight has been lifted from our shoulders. The best part of this is that not only do we feel it, but our students feel it. They participated in our first year of student-led conferences. They are beginning to feel empowered in their own learning process. They are finding out, along with their teachers, that learning can be fun and engaging. Now, I am confident that we can complete the survey again with a much better outcome. I believe that this time we will see that positive changes have occurred and that the differences we may have can be discussed reasonably and rationally. I believe that we can treat one another with respect and use the collaborative skills we have learned to guide us in making needed changes and tackling the problems we face. I know we are not yet at the pinnacle of success. We have much more work to do, but we have come a very long way in a year and a half, and we are determined to keep moving forward. We are realizing that this is an ever-changing process and that we will always be making adjustments and we will always face obstacles. But we don't have to just nod and agree with one another for fear of hurting someone's feelings. We can discuss new ideas, options, and strategies, and we can agree to disagree. But most importantly, we can keep what is best for our students at the forefront of everything we do and find new solutions together.